Hello, everybody. Okay, I have a couple of things to share with you that absolutely expose the woke mafia media fake news left that is all basically galvanized on Kamala Harris's side for this entire, election cycle. They were on Biden's side. Now they're on Kamala's side. They don't care. It's all just one, a cult that basically follows one idiom, one ideology. Doesn't matter how wrong they are, how absolutely adverse to the truth they are. They're just going to follow it blindly. I'm going to show with you a clip of Jonathan Karl from ABC losing his mind against Senator Tom Cotton from Arkansas, and then Bernie Sanders saying, he says a lot of outlandish things, but this one's pretty bad. But first, fake Tapper putting Cyclops Booker in his place? This one actually kind of shocked me. Check this out.
Democrats made a clear effort at the DNC to frame Vice President Kamala Harris as the candidate of change. Take a listen.
Our nation with this election has a precious, fleeting opportunity, a chance to chart a new way forward.
So I don't know about you. I'm ready to turn the page on these guys. We're not going back.
America's ready for a new chapter. America's ready for a better story.
A new chapter? She's the incumbent vice president. Democrats have controlled the White House for 12 of the last 16 years. How can Democrats talk about a new chapter turning the page? You guys are the ones writing the book.
Well, you know that's not true, Jay, because you know politics like I do. Right now, we see the MAGA Republicans in Congress killing all kind of pragmatic policies that we need to get done. On the most contentious issue, we had a bipartisan deal settled on by Senator Lankford, a right-wing Republican, and Chris Murphy, a blue state Democrat. And what killed that deal? What killed the pragmatic progress? Wasn't the sensible Republicans, but really people that were kowtowing to Donald Trump.
Hearing Cyclops Booker talk, it's like every one of these hypocrites, they just spew all this regurgitated, premeditated, rehearsed nonsense, a total fabrication and lie, blaming, again, I just had to share that really quick clip, so I'm sorry to cut off Cyclops Booker. He just says the same garbage all the time, especially the part about it was Trump who ruined the bill. He said it. I've been saying it. How long have I been saying this? You guys have had control of this entire government for 12 of the last 16 years. You said Donald Trump over out 315 times at the DNC. You said inflation 5 times. You said the border less than 10 times. You said the Ukrainian war. I don't even think you even said it once. I am very surprised that fake Tapper actually called them out, and I just wanted to share with you that clip. Okay, speaking of deranged, premeditated, pre-rehearsed momos on the hypocrites, listen to what Bernie Sanders, this is a guy who literally, they stabbed him not in the back, in the front. This is a guy who was gaining so much momentum in the 2020 primary, and once the powers that be, the Obama-Clinton consortium, started to see that, oh my God, this guy's getting ahead. We can't have this. He's too far. What do? They oust him. He admitted this on the Theo Von podcast. He literally admitted this. And then now watch this chump. Watch this absolute LAD. Watch this hypocrite fall right in line. It's just, there's no critical thinking. There is no dissension from the money machine. They cannot resist the ATM of Obama, Clinton, the coalition, the Soroses. They can't. Listen to this.
All right, let me ask you about the convention. What was your take on the messaging from Kamala Harris in Chicago?
Well, I think the energy coming out of that convention was very high. I think it's going to be a rough campaign. I think the vice president now has a very good chance to win it. She's certainly going to win the popular vote by millions of votes, and I think she has a great chance to win many of the battleground states, and I intend to do everything that I can to see that she wins. My own guess is, Jonathan, that I think people are growing tired and fatigued with Trump's consistent and outrageous lies. Because
you guys tell the truth.
No matter what people may think of Kamala Harris, I think they want stability in the White House. They want somebody who they can trust, and I think they understand that is not the person that Donald Trump is.
He wants stability? Kamala Harris is symbolic of stability? She had one freaking job in 4 years, and that was border czar, and we have the worst border crisis in the history of our country. She represents stability. She lied for 4 years, especially the last 18 months, about the president's condition. She said she was around him every single day. Either she's completely dumb as a whip, imperceptive, has zero cognitive abilities herself, a total drunk, or she's an LAD, a lion-ass dog, which we all know that most of these hypocrites are. That's stability? Somebody who was the district attorney of San Francisco? San Francisco is now a dystopia. She was the attorney general of California in cahoots, in close confidence with Gavin Newsom. California has the largest budget deficit in the history of the state. We have the largest crime waves in the history of the state. We have the largest illegal boarding crossings in the history of the state. We have the largest gas prices, taxes in the history of the state. And we also have the largest exodus of businesses, small businesses, and residents in the history of the state. That's stability, Bernie? What the hell are you smoking? It just drives me absolutely nuts. Okay, this one is, to me, really where the left media that, again, has shown such favoritism to Kamala. Where literally just 3-4 weeks ago, they said she was the worst thing that ever happened. She's completely out of it. She shouldn't be vice president. Literally not that long ago, they were telling Biden back in the day, a couple of years ago, you should drop her. Think about dropping her. She was the most unpopular candidate. She dropped out of the primary in 2020 before Iowa. She was last place, zero approval, zero popularity. And now watch, this to me is real exposure right here. Watch Jonathan Karl literally fight tooth and nail to defend Kamala Harris against Tom Cotton from Arkansas. Check this out.
And President Trump is going to draw a sharp contrast with Kamala Harris, who has supported things like decriminalizing illegal immigration or giving taxpayer-funded health insurance to illegal aliens or taking away health insurance on the job for 170 million Americans, banning gas cars, confiscating firearms.
What do you mean taking away health insurance? What are you talking about?
She said when she ran for president that she wants to eliminate private health insurance on the job, 170 million Americans, John.
Yeah, I mean that is not her position now.
How do you know that's not her position? How do you know that's not her position?
I mean, she says she no longer supports Medicare for all.
She has not said that. Okay. Maybe anonymous aides on a Friday night have said that, but the last thing that she said on
this was not a radical convention. I mean, she as you heard me go through with Bernie Sanders, she is not taking the positions of the far left of her party. She's clearly making an effort to move to the middle.
I did hear what you said to Senator Sanders.
She'll say anything.
I thought it was clear that he's very disappointed that she's taking these efforts not to change her positions, but to hide her positions, John. The American people are totally justified to conclude that Kamala Harris is a dangerous San Francisco liberal based on what she campaigned on the last time she ran for president and what this administration has done for the last 4 years. Again, you would have thought watching the Democratic convention last week that the Democrats are not in office, that they're not in power, that they're campaigning against an incumbent Republican, when in reality, she's been part of the failures of the Biden-Harris administration for 4 years. And when she campaigned for president in her own right, she did in fact promise things like decriminalizing illegal immigration and taking away health insurance.
But that's his position she's clearly changed on, and she has said she has changed. Yes, she has.
What, by the drop of a hat? Where is the objective reporting? Where is the unbiased, equivocal neutrality that has been the staple of American free press since its inception? Where is the unbiased? Where is the true objective perspective of journalists and the media? He's fighting tooth and nail. No, she changed her position. What, at the last second, at the drop of a hat? What do you mean? She doesn't even have a position. I dare anybody in the comments right now, identify me one position she stands for. She doesn't stand for anything. She will say anything. She is a PhD samurai black belt in lying. She will do anything, say anything to accrue power, period. It is scary. It is terrifying. Every American should be horrified by this creature. I mean, I think it's an embarrassment. I think it's a slight to women to call her a woman. I mean, There's been so many reports of the toxicity of her workplace. She's had staff, numerous staff. I'm not saying Trump's a Boy Scout, but people have said that he's inspired by him. They love working with him. They're inspired by him. I know he's fired people because they deserve to be fired. This administration, Biden doesn't fire anybody. He should have fired Kimberly Cheadle for botching the protection of Trump when he got almost assassinated. He doesn't fire anybody. He just goes, oh, it's okay. No worry. Here's a cookie. Go have fun. My fellow Americans, ladies and gentlemen, this is why channels like mine are so important. I'm not beholden to Pfizer. I'm not beholden to Soros. I'm not beholden to all of these conglomerates and PACs and advertising strong arms that basically put their foot in everybody's neck in woke media. So I just want to throw this off to you. I thought it was really interesting how Tom Cotton, Senator Cotton, said the exact same thing that I've been saying, and Fake Tapper said. You guys have had control. You make it sound like that Donald Trump is the incumbent president. You guys are the ones who've been doing this. You guys have been writing the book. What do you mean, new chapter? So it's really, really interesting. The hypocrisy, the lies, the deceit, the lack of substance, it's all getting exposed. But again, we cannot rest on our laurels. We cannot just take this for granted. These are the most ruthless, cutthroat serpentines. And I don't know about you, but I'm going to work 100x harder. I throw this off to you. Let me know what you think in the comments of what we just watched and what I've been saying and what these clips entail. I can't wait to hear from you. As always, sign up for our free newsletter. It's in the show notes, pinned comment, and description down below. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right here. Follow and subscribe. And as always, God bless you and God bless America. I'll see you soon.